Hey guys, so today I want to dive into a big question, and it's going to be birth focused. So, what do you need to do to plan for birth, to prepare for birth? I get this question a lot from my doula clients, as well as a lot of my friends who are becoming first time moms, and it's actually a pretty simple answer. And it has to do with your inner work. Knowing who you truly are at like a soul level and asking really big questions of yourself. Like, what do I really want in life? What are my biggest values? How can I show up for myself during my birth? How can I support myself if I come up in X, Y, or Z situation? How can I not be influenced by others? Or how can I solicit support that I desire from others, spinning it on a positive level? What do I need to do to cocoon myself in support? What limiting beliefs do I need to investigate and be curious about so that those beliefs don't show up in my most vulnerable state of birth? Questions like these will really get you down to the root of what you really want. And so that you can move forward in your birth and your journey as a mom, not operating on old programs. And I've said this many times that a lot of us are living in our old stories from when our moms were pregnant with us, or from our own birth, our early childhood, the 0 to 7 period. And I don't know about you, but I'm so glad that I did the work the second time around. The first time around, I only cleared my fear of pain. The second time around, I really had to dive in just because of my own circumstances. But it made everything about birth easier and so much more joyful. And my postpartum was so much more joyful. And I really focused on giving myself the support I needed and asking myself really big questions that I wasn't ready to ask myself previously, that I hid from. But I felt the compelling need to really face my pain, to really face my abandonment issues, my I'm not good enough issues, all of these limiting beliefs that spurred up from my mom's passing. And I had to look at them because at that point it was so uncomfortable to be in the skin that I was in, to be in that old story, that I was ready to break free. And I'm really thankful that I was pregnant because it encouraged me to be in this magical state of change already. And I just dove in. And so now that I'm on the other side, I've been looking back and thinking, what made this birth, my postpartum period, so blissful? And it was because I did so much inner work that I knew in every situation that I could support myself, that I didn't have to be codependent on anybody else, to be okay. That I didn't need to analyze every little thing that was happening. I could just be in my body and connect to my baby and know that this was a journey that millions of women have taken before me, and I connected to that birthing energy. And then postpartum, I was able to not feel, or to feel that I could rest. I didn't have this program like I have to be busy, I have to produce, I have to, all of these things, clean, to be of value. No, me just being here, nursing my baby, making that connection, sibling bonding, that was enough. That was more than enough. That was the most important thing I could do. So it was a huge shift in what is actually important in life, and not having this anxiety creep up when something wasn't going the way my mind used to think. If that makes any sense. So, what can you do to plan for your birth? I truly think it's really asking yourself the questions you have not wanted to look at. That part of you that you've been hiding, that you have shunned away, and that you don't accept. That part of you that you haven't forgiven. That is what's going to make a difference for you. Yes, of course, doula support is great, but it's really the support that you can give to yourself and being in your full human potential, or as fullest as you can be at that point. So I'm going to leave you here. I really want to develop a course on this, make it a little bit more expanded than just my Adult Children of Alcoholics course for birth, because everyone has these limiting beliefs. All right, I'll talk to you later, and I hope this was really helpful for you. And if you have any questions, please ask. Bye. Love to you all.